Happy Tuesday. I missed my morning check-in yesterday morning. I don't know, it was Monday. I had to take my youngest daughter to her volleyball camp and then I rushed into work. And so I don't know, I just wasn't even feeling like talking. I just was trying to figure it out. But here I am. It is Tuesday. Yesterday was a pretty good day. We had to, at work, my full-time job, we packed 600 new teacher bags. So for the district that we're in, the school district that we're in, we try to provide support where we can. And every year they do this big, huge, like convocation with all of their new, like a welcome to all of their new teachers to the district. And so for the last year, since I've been there, we've always packed teacher bags. And so um, we have different companies who sponsor certain items, and so they donate items and money to purchase like the bags and different things like that. So our presenting sponsor was Medical City Plano, and so we had some bags made. I created a bag and a flyer and what's it called? A sign that we could use to take and to the event. So we packed all the bags yesterday, and so today we have to finish packing them in boxes so that we can move them over to the actual location. So that's what I got going on today. Moving that, I have to go and film a video. It's one of the companies that we work with. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary, and so I'm going to go and film a video with them to that we can post on our socials and kind of highlight that business, because it's huge for a small business to be able to stay open. They also now have a physical location, so that's pretty big for them. They're like a family-owned business, so I'm excited to go and kind of like tell their stories behind the scenes. So many of you don't know this, but I got my start in marketing and just creativity through blogging. I had a blog more than a couple of years ago. I can't even remember how old the girls were, but it probably was when Morgan was a baby. Taylor was probably around 3. And I started this blog called One Hot Mommy. It was ONE, hot, HAUTE, mommy, MOMMI. And One Hot Mommy was a blog, and it was birthed out of feeling like as a parent or a mother, you shouldn't have to settle with just being a parent. Like, you shouldn't only, set out to, like, if you have other dreams beyond being a mother, beyond being a wife, beyond taking care of the home, could you do other things outside of that? And so that's what One Hot Mommy was birthed out of. I used to blog about all kind of things. I used to interview like different moms who were like killing it in different creative spaces or just different spaces. If they were entrepreneurs or business women, I would do a little series where I would interview them. And then I would just tell my stories about motherhood and what I was going through when the girls, couldn't sleep at night, or I was trying to, stop them from co-sleeping and then going to sleep in their own room. How I created this thing called like the Sleep All Night Fairy, where she would come and give them a gift if they stayed in their rooms all night. It was crazy times. But like, I remember writing about like when Taylor first like needed deodorant for the first time, and now she's going away to college. Like, bruh, where'd the time go? But I used to write about, all of those different moments, and I actually need to since I'm writing again, I need to take some reflection time and actually go back and, read those blogs again, because it was such a different time in life to where we are now. And I just want to go back, and I also want to share some of those stories with the girls, because I don't think they fully, like, they remember me blogging, but I don't think they've ever read anything that I've written, especially about them. So I want to go back and kind of let them read some of those blog stories so that they can kind of see where I was at during that time when they were really, really young, which was really, at the time I felt like it was a really tough time, because I was trying to mold them and just figure out things. And, it was just, first time for doing everything. And so it was really difficult, but I'm back blogging. So I'm blogging on my website, groundfloorcreative.co. And so I write about branding, marketing. So one of my latest blog posts is how branding and marketing is in relation to sneakers, because a lot of people get branding and marketing kind of mixed up. And so I wanted to relate it to something that, especially I love gym shoes. I'm from Chicago, I say gym shoes, but I love gym shoes and sneakers. And so to relate it to something I love was really fun. And so it's live on my website if you want to go check it out. But I'm trying to just be more like teach through my content more, especially on my ground floor creative social media sites. I'm trying to teach more, so I started a LinkedIn newsletter where I'm kind of sharing the blog posts that I'm sharing on my website, because people read things in different ways. And so just kind of getting back into that. It's been kind of slow for Ground Floor Creative throughout the summer, and it's kind of like this every year. A lot of people kind of take a lot of time off in the summer, and so they're not kind of thinking about their business and different, ways that they can be working. And so a lot of times it gets really, really quiet over the summer, and then in September and August it starts to really pick up, and then I'm just like crazy busy. So I've been taking that time. I redid my website. I redesigned my website. I have been wanting to do that for quite a while, and so I redid my website, and I got that done. And like I said, I've just been working on content creation, and like I said, writing these blog posts, and kind of I want to get them like all written up. That way I can release them at certain times. That way, when I do get busy, I don't fall off from, posting and doing things like that, because that's totally me. I get excited about an idea, but I just don't have enough time to kind of work through it and to, see it through, because life just gets, so busy, and it's not as quiet as it is now in the summertime. But yeah, so we are about 2 weeks out from Taylor leaving for college. I am grieved. I'm grieved, and I'm not going to talk about it too long, because then I'm going to start crying. I'm not crying on this camera. But yeah, so we're about 2 weeks out from Taylor leaving. This weekend, we're excited. We have her trunk party. So a lot of people I've realized don't really know what trunk parties are. And so it's like kind of a Midwest thing. I mean, we grew up in Chicago having trunk parties. I don't think that in Chicago I went to a lot of like graduation parties. And I feel like here in Texas, a lot of people do graduation parties. And I guess in Chicago, some people did both, but for the most part, you did a trunk party. So a trunk party is where kids would take trunks to school. When they went off to college, they would take a trunk with them, and in the trunk they could like store like their personal things, and they can actually lock it. So that was like a big thing, especially when I went away to college, was, oh, you need to have a trunk so you can put it under your bed and you can lock up your valuables and that kind of thing. And I used that trunk, I stored things in there. I stored clothes in there. I stored, valuables in there. But it was very useful for me to have a trunk when I went away to school. But so I'm guessing that's where that name trunk party came from. So people would, buy you a trunk, or, buy you things to fill the trunk with, your toiletries, your sheets, and, comforter and decor things for your room. And so that's kind of what a trunk party is. It's essentially like a college party where people bring you items that you need for when you go away to college. And so we're kind of doing it threefold. We're doing a trunk party, of course, a going away party, and then Taylor's birthday is in August, and this will be our first birthday not spending her actual birthday with her. And so we're doing like an early birthday, celebration with Taylor. Like, we'll have cake, and we're just having a family over. We're probably going to barbecue and just hang out. It's just kind of like her grad party part 2, not as, expensive, but her grad party part 2. And so we're excited to hang out with our family and friends and just have a couple of people over to the house. Let's see, what else do I have going on? That's pretty much about it. I have to film a podcast tomorrow for work. I have our interns, this is their last week. So we have their internship luncheon on Thursday, and so I'm excited to go to that. And I'm excited. I really enjoyed getting to know them. We filmed a podcast episode with them last week, and so I need to edit that this week. So yeah, it's a pretty busy week. Morgan has volleyball tryouts. She's at her volleyball camp right now. She has volleyball tryouts on Friday and Saturday, and so we're just praying for good outcomes. And I mean, she's been putting in the work, so it's like if she can just use the information that she's been gaining all summer with her privates and with her camps that she's been attending, I feel like she'll be good. And so I'll check in with you next week about the results of tryouts. But yeah, that's it. I'm on my way to work, and I hope you have a great day. I was scrolling TikTok and I heard this like talk by Judge Judy. It was kind of like a little excerpt of a talk, but it said, if you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. And if you didn't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. And if you didn't make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And if you didn't make it in your 50s, you can make it in your 60s. And that really stuck with me because lately I've been thinking about one of the things that's been on my mind a lot is how it's like never too late. Like you can literally pick up and choose to do pretty much anything you want if you put your mind to it and you put the work behind it at any age or any stage in your life. It's never really too late. And it's like people feel like, because they didn't make the list of the top 30-year-old and the list of other accomplished 30-year-olds, they feel like, oh man, it's too late. I've missed that window. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, and this talk, like say, you could be 30s, you could be 40s, you could be 50s, you could be 60s, whatever age you are, it's never too late if you put the work in. You can pick up and change careers and do something totally different if you just put the work behind it. And I know like so many people who like are kind of stagnant and they feel like, that it's too late. But I also know people like my friend Wendy, like she started something new with Miss Wendy Be Thrifting, where she took her love for thrifting and she just simply goes thrifting and she shares what she buys with her social media audience, and she films videos and getting dressed with me videos. And it's really cool seeing her in her 50s. I'm not gonna tell her age, but in her 50s, sharing content, creating content, filming content, editing content. And it's like people way younger than her. It's like, okay, what are you doing? I mean, you have all of this time. It's never too late. Get on it. Do not feel like cooking today, so let's go get some Chipotle.
I got it.
Oh,
Don't
thank
worry.
you. Appreciate it. Been better than me, Lord. One of the worst things is being really hungry and not knowing what you want to eat. And then add on top of that, being vegan, your husband being vegetarian, and the girls having totally different palates, which makes dinner finding options really, really hard. I need to go to the grocery store because I couldn't figure out what I was going to eat on Monday when I did my grocery shopping. And here it is Wednesday, and I still don't know. And I don't want to go walk around the grocery store aimlessly. I really don't. Not after work. Prices have really, really gotten ridiculous. I'm like, really, and I believed this like a long time ago, but it is definitely cheaper to eat out than it is to cook. I mean, I went grocery shopping and picked up my groceries on Monday. And today I didn't really know what I wanted to cook. So I was like, I'm gonna just figure it out, and then I'll just go back to the store and get something to make today since I didn't know what I wanted. So I do that. I go and literally all I get is like some veggie pasta, tofu for us, chicken, like tenders for the girls, some Caesar dressing, some lettuce, and some little applesauce packets that I saw on the clearance rack, some paper towels. Literally, that was $96. Like, hello? These people can't drive, bro. But yeah, that was $96. Like, straight ridiculous. Like, we literally could have just ate Chipotle for 2 days and spent $40 a day, and it was still cheaper than the meal that I'm about to cook. But goodness, I just feel like groceries are just food. It's just period. It's just getting out of hand. And then if you, like I said, try to eat healthy, it's even worse. Like, come on. But I digress. I got food for dinner. I figured something out. I'm making up something really random and it'll be fine. Hey, happy Thursday. Water before coffee, water before coffee, water before coffee. But today is Thursday. The week has been good. I felt like yesterday I was working at my desk and I thought it was Thursday just for a second. And I guess because our office is usually kind of quieter on Thursday, and it was really quiet yesterday. And so I was like, wait a second, it is Wednesday, not Thursday. And so it's like, why does it immediately make the week feel super long when you think it's the day after? Like, so for the rest of the day, it just felt like the week was so long, but it wasn't. It's fine. But today is Thursday. Today I'm going to our interns luncheon through the program that we sponsor them through. Today is the internship luncheon, so I'm kind of excited about going to that. You get to like see all the other interns and kind of hear about what they did over the summer, so it's pretty cool. You get lunch and all of that, so it'll be a nice break in the day. I have some projects that I need to kind of wrap up. I need to edit my YouTube video from last week today at some point, but I also have some other projects that I need to wrap up first. So, but I'm so proud of myself. I did start editing it yesterday, and so video editing takes so long. I mean, I guess too, because I'm very particular about how the video looks, and so I'm trying to get it perfect, but video editing is not for the weak. It does take forever, but I am off to work, and I'll see you soon.
Our partnership. We're especially proud to celebrate the 1,000 students, my 1,000 children, who have now secured internships throughout Capital One, throughout all the businesses, not just